guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. I know it's been a very long time, but here we are. Let's take a tour of our beautiful Vamsi High School. So we can see this beautiful entrance. Come on. So we have lots of trees here at Vamsi High School. So it's really pleasant and it's fun to learn here. Like, look at the amount of trees. We have coconut trees, mango trees, all kinds of trees. So here we go. This kind of area. So this is a waiting area for the parents if they're here for any reason. So it's a nice area. Okay, moving on. So this is our parking area there and there. And when you come forward, you can see this as well. And look at this open ground, guys. This is all our playground area. You can play basketball, really anything you want. Football, volleyball, badminton, anything you can wish for. You can play here. It doesn't matter if you don't have the courts and all. It's a nice environment. Like, look at this. So many trees. This way, so fun. So now that you've seen this area, we'll show more in on this. Here at Vamsi High School, we have a hostel facility, so students need to eat. So this is where they can eat. Breakfast, lunch, snacks and dinner is served here. And students also need to study. This is also where they study after they eat dinner. So yeah, and for refilling their water bottles, we have this location over here, 3 taps. So yeah, for sitting and talking with your friends, you can have this little bench over here with a tree for shade. It's really a perfect location. When you move here, you can wash your hands over there. A bunch of taps, and not to mention here. And moving in. We can also play here, but this is too small for me because I'm big. So yeah, this is for little kids. And here you can see interactive paintings for children. And you can see our big board there. This is a new addition. And a lift. You cannot miss that. And come on, look at this. We got your Chota Bheem here. Some other cartoon characters you don't know. And this is the classrooms area. So we'll check in on a classroom. Come on. This is how a classroom in the pre-primary looks. So it looks really interactive with all these pictures of different cartoons, etc. look like. And there's an A to Z written on the board there, and a bunch of different things, cupboards. And right now it only looks like this because it's the summer holidays, so the school is basically entirely empty only for us. So beside our dining area, there is our office. This is only one office out of 2 offices. So when we move back here, we see our toppers of the 10th this year. 8 people who got 10 out of 10 SSE. So moving on, this is another classroom. And when you come back here, this is for, let's say, the staff. This is some teacher's room. We don't need to go in depth of that. And this is the cook's room. And when we move back, this is the kitchen. So here near the entrance, we have this area. So we park our buses here. And some more banana trees over there. It's a hand wash. And if you're wondering what these tubs like things are, these are where some of the students bath. And that entrance leads to the bathroom. We're not going to show that, of course. And we're going to go this way. Yep. Come on. see a classroom there, and basically more classrooms. And here is our staff room. So there's cupboards for the teachers here, for their books and whatnot. And this is also like a lounge for the teachers. It only looks like this because it's the summer holidays. So when we move on this way, we see stairs. These are used mainly by the children to get up. We're going to show that later. And here is our main office. Come on in. So this is for some people to work. There's a computer over there to store data, and a grand printer, and some more chairs here and there. But this is our main desk. This is for the principal, and it looks really cool out of these chairs. And these are our awards. They look really pleasing. And we have more cupboards here for storage, and this is our safe, you could say, for school properties. And we have cameras in the school, of course. So there's some more classrooms this way. And then there's a bathroom there. Let's not focus on that. And some more classrooms. And then we have our stairs. This used to go up. Let's go up now. So this is our house, and the principal of the school lives here. We can also go up here, but we're gonna use the other entry. And we have some classrooms over here, 3 to be exact, and a bathroom in the corner. So there used to be like a wall over here. So since there's a lift over there, this is a new addition. So we have the school entry like way here. It feels secretive, you know. And here we are. More classrooms this way to the side. And this is our lift. We only installed this lift because some people cannot use the stairs constantly, and the teachers get, you know. And here we have another room over there, and following more classrooms. And then now we have the stairs that I was talking about. This is the other entryway to go up. We're gonna go there in a bit. So this is our other classroom. So this is the view of the first floor. Really looks grand. Though it doesn't look as good as some other views, but it's still a view. Like, look at this. Okay, so now let's go to the second floor and see what's there. So this is the girls' side of the hostel where they sleep, etc. So yeah, boys have not entered in this area, and since it's the summer holidays, you know. So I entered from here. This looks like. Okay. So the terrace here has a really nice view and lots of fresh air, if you can tell. So there was a mineral plant over there, and yeah, there was a pretty good view over there. So now let's go down again and see the boys' side. So near the house of the principal, the stairs lead here. So yeah, so let's go in there. This is a classroom. So if you move here, more classroom. And it leads into this creepy looking place. Yeah, you may think this is unsafe, but no, it's very, very safe. Trust me on this. And you will see more hostel classrooms, I guess. And you can even see the stairs. Remember the office? This is right above that. Just those stairs that we saw earlier. And this is the second floor. So students are allowed to go out, and they usually go out to this ground to either walk, learn cycling, or even play cricket. And sometimes they get to watch movies, and that's actually 30 years old, and that's a movie theater. The tour is finished, and now I'm here to share the story of my grandparents and why the school exists. So basically, my grandmother worked in a school, and she thought there were way more negatives in the school than positives. She thought, why can't I build a school of my own? And my grandfather agreed with her, and here the school is. Actually in a pretty good condition. They invested very little money and they didn't even take loans. So this was actually a very famous school in the town of Bodhan, Rakaspet, and there were many successful students and happy parents. So situation that our grandparents faced was that some staff members had organized a school of their own and they stole some of our staff members and also manipulated some parents of this school to take their children to the other school. So our grandparents feel really good about the school and really happy that they created it, and they say that it is their life. So the routine of an average student in a hostel is they wake up at 5:30 and they get freshed, and after 5:30 they study from 6 to 7:30, and then they have a break till 8:30 where they eat breakfast, and after that the school starts for 10th, and like 30 minutes later the school starts for everyone, which starts at 9:30 to 4:40, and after that 4:40 to 5:40 the hostel students play games, whatever they want to do, and at 5:40 they have a break till 6, and then they eat dinner, and till 6:30 to 8:30 they have to study, and they have a small break in which they eat some snacks, and after that they have to do some more studying until 9:30, and they sleep at 9:30. The average routine of a student in the hostel on a weekend is they wake up at 6 and then they start studying from 6:30 to 7:30, and then they eat breakfast, and from 8:30 to 12:30 they study again, and then they eat lunch, and after that they're free to do whatever they want, and sometimes they go on an outing with their parents or they watch a movie from 6:30 and onwards. The staff is very good and cooperative. The qualifications needed to become a teacher is a PG with a B.Ed. We handle the students based on the situations. The in-charges and headmasters help reduce stress. The fees is 12,000 to 25,000 for day scholars, and for hostel students it's 40,000 to 50,000 because it starts from second grade. The services provided here are equipped bathrooms, buses, EIT classes, and washermen for clothes, and the hostel students must bring their own necessities like their clothes and their pillows and bed sheets. According to my grandparents, it's really hard to work in the April time because it's really hot. And no, we'll never open any more branches, and they have no idea who they'll give the school to. From 8:30 to 12:30, and then they eat lunch, and after that they're free. They go on. The average routine of a student in the hostel looks like what? Stop laughing. Cut. Thank you to my grandparents for letting me record here and enroll your child here now. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below. And bye guys, see you in the next video.